Hi Aquarius, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal, just trying to choose a deck, reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. And I should have said us, because as you know, you are my sun sign brothers and sisters. This week, for our key to the week, we have the Death card. There is an end, a transition, or a completion coming up for us this week. And you know, I'm just going to be really honest with you. I feel like this week it may very well be a very finite end that comes up, something that really does complete. This could be off the back of a very heavy conversation that comes up, or maybe it's the result of something that you have been thinking or feeling to do for a long time, and you finally come face to face with it. And remember, whenever the Death card shows up, whatever you do in that moment with your conscious ability or energy, whatever you choose or don't choose is what leads you to the Tower experience should it come up, right? So whatever choice you are meant to face in the Death card will show up again in the Tower card if you refuse to let it go, right? So this is the whole point. What you are supposed to let go, phase out in the Death card will show up as a challenge or even some sort of catastrophe when the Tower card shows up. So it's kind of like that. You know, you should have stopped drinking 5 drinks ago, right? And you're now 6 more drinks in and you're completely trashed and you end up falling over and breaking your foot. You knew at the time that you were probably, you know, I'm just giving an example, an extreme example here. You knew at the time you were probably way over, you know, but you just wanted to party and all the rest of it. That's fine. But these are the results of the actions, you know, that you've taken. So pay attention this week. For your actions and options, you have the 7 of Pentacles. This is a great card. I mean, for me it is, because it's a card of longevity. It basically says that what you are doing this week is gearing up for a very long-term journey. So whatever it is that you're starting this week, there are going to be this is a week where you're going to have to really dedicate yourself to something, all right? There's not going to be any easy fixes. There's not going to be overnight success. This is a week where you are going to have to show up and you're going to have to do it on a consistent basis. And it feels like whatever you are completing or ending or letting go of this week is going to free up a lot of your internal energy, maybe even your financial resources. It's going to free them up so that they are free, or your channels at least are free for something else. So this is a time for you to be really conscious and really cautious about what it is that you're doing with all of your resources across the board. And the other thing is as well, this is a week for you to exercise patience. For your communications and conversations, you have the 3 of Swords. So this week you are letting something go, right? And look at that, it falls right underneath the Death card. So there is something coming to an end. This could be a relationship, it could be a connection, it could be, you know, a job even for some of you. For a select few, this might even be a job. But it does look like something is coming to an end. Now, here's the thing. You're making a conscious decision to end something, and you may very well feel this in the heart space, but you're also getting news or information about something that is coming to its natural completion or end anyway. And I kind of feel like this could be one of those things, like on a personal level, maybe for a select few of you, this could be where a family member says to you, you know what, look, I'm really sorry to say this, but I'm terminal. And I'm sorry to have to give you that kind of news. I didn't expect it to be so, but I am now kind of wondering, because the 7 of Pentacles is there as well, and that it kind of says that whatever news is coming, it's not delayed, but it is prolonged. So this could be, you know, this could be a week where a family member comes to you and says, look, you know, so and so is sick, they're ill, and they have such and such a time left. For, you know, on another level, this could be, yeah, something is releasing or, you know, being relieved or moved from your life. For your money and materials, it's a great week for money and materials, because you're very focused on the future. You're very focused on making money. You're very focused on your longer term goals. Now, One of the traits of Aquarian energy, and I can attest to this, when things get challenging or difficult, we'll just throw ourselves into work and ignore everything and everyone else. You know, well, I'll just become... Aquarius does have workaholic tendencies, and one of the coping mechanisms that we have for troubled or challenging times is to throw ourselves into our work. This may be a result of some sort of news that comes up for you this week. So it's kind of like you say, well, you know what, if that's the case, I'm going to work even harder. Now for your, so for your finances, it does look like you are working very hard on something, maybe to get something finished or to get something completed, but it's very much geared at where something is going to take you. So your mind, just like a true blue Aquarius, is always on the future. But this week, it's kind of like whatever you're doing, you are very focused on that. There could be a way of you expanding something this week as well. It looks like something that you're starting this week has the potential to broaden your horizons, or, you know, to expand your earning potential in some way, shape or form. When it comes to the home, it looks like a lot of you are planning some sort of travel. Maybe this is about you saying to yourself, you know what, this is my reward for all of the hard work. Yeah, great. For others of you, when it comes to your home, this is about you looking at pastures anew. This could be this could spell that there's a move on the horizon coming up for you, a change of residence for some of you. And remember, see, this is the thing as well. Sometimes when I see a change of residence, I've seen it as a change of residence of work. So it might not necessarily be a change of residence of the place that you live, but sometimes it could be that your work is changing or the location of your work is changing. And then finally, for your love and relations, you have the King of Pentacles. So an earth sign male, Taurus, Capricorn or a Virgo, or an earth sign person features for you in some way, shape or form. And also says that you are very much working on yourself in order to offer your best and brightest to your relationship. So for your, come on brain, for those of you that are single, it looks like you're very focused on creating the best version of you so that you can prepare for a relationship at a later date. And it does feel like a lot of you are kind of saying that, you know what, I know I'm not in the right place or the right frame of mind at the moment, so I'm just going to do what I can to work on myself, and then everything else will come after that. For those of you that are partnered, again, same sort of energy, only you're more focused on bettering the relationship and giving time and energy to that connection that you have. Now, here's the thing as well, something that I have to talk about because it's here, and you know, you guys know me, even when it's difficult, I can't shy away from it. You've got the Death card over the Three of Swords, over the King of Pentacles. This could be that there is an elderly family member that is about to pass. Now here's the thing, I don't feel like it's going to be that usual, you know, I usually when I see it, or recently it's been sudden, I feel like this is somebody is going to be given the news that they have only a certain finite amount of time left. And remember, with those things, they're only ever guesstimates. They're only ever, you know, and when I say a guesstimate, it's part guesswork and part, you know, experience. So when somebody says to you, you know, this is what's wrong, and you have this long left, you can never be 100% sure. You don't know what their life, you know, their lifestyle, their lifespan, their genetics, their frame of mind, you know, where their spirit is at. There's so many things that come into that. But it does feel like this week you might be gaining that sort of news that, you know, somebody only has a certain amount of time left. I don't feel like it's going to be quick though. I really don't feel like it's going to be a sudden thing. I feel like they do have a good amount of time, and my advice to you would be to use that time wisely. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have the best week that you possibly can. Don't harden yourself against life this week, Aquarius. Just be open, be accepting, and be yielding as much as you possibly can. Do what you can to make your preparations. And beyond that, just be present. All right. Take care. I'll see you soon.